Hey, everybody, it's Glidercat here, and it is time to play. So let's do it. We're playing Factory Town, and we're going to jump in today. We're jumping into Campaign 4. I haven't played it before. Looks like there's a train on the thumbnail here. So maybe we'll get to do some things with trains. I've not done or seen that before, actually. And then meeting this one, we will unlock level 5. So let's jump in and see what this one's all about. Boom. All right. All right. All right. We got lots of trees. We got a few workers. We got a bridge there. I see a food market. And I see a base. All right. Here's our victory conditions. We've got to take the base from level 3 to 6. We got to create a steam generator. That's probably going to take a fair amount of research to get to that. Same thing for a train station. And hopefully we'll get to use trains. We have to produce the following products: antidote, 100 of those, 100 health potions, and 100 elixirs. And let's see where those are made. Produced by the trading post. All right, so we're going to have to build a trading post as well. All right, great. Well, let's dive in. We'll take an inventory of what we've got going on, and then maybe jump into our yellow and red coin production. And then we'll see if in this campaign, if we actually get to producing the blue coins or maybe even the purple coins. But let's take a look at the lay of the land here and see what we've got. If I look at the top left, looks like we've got 8 houses are scattered around. We might be rearranging those. I'm going to want to try and have the roads be at least 2 wide and maybe even start thinking about 3 wide, particularly where we've got the food markets and the general markets and restaurants, all that kind of stuff where we're having carts going back and forth. Probably want to have 3-lane roads if we can do it. The houses, we could probably get by with just a 1-lane road because we're not really delivering things to the houses once we have these different markets in place. But let's just see how that goes. We'll play it by ear, but we do have 4 more houses we can drop down. Looks like we've got 15 more workers available to drop down. I'm guessing a lot of these houses can be upgraded. Yeah, we have a lot of level 1s. We have a couple level 2s, it looks like, but mostly level 1s. We can get to upgrading those. Let's see what other buildings they gave us. They gave us a kind of an interesting bridge here between these 2 houses. Not sure that's even necessary. We may we may end up tearing that out at some point if it gets in the way. It shouldn't, though. Here's a lumber mill. Wow, those guys are kind of transporting the wood a long way. We can drop cart wagons down pretty much immediately to speed that up. And what else did they give us? A grain mill. Okay, I see. Quite a ways away from the grain field here. We can probably drop a farm here as soon as we can and leverage that existing planted grain. And then, yeah, again, replace a lot of these individual workers with wagons where we're going from building to building. What else we got? We got a tiny little patch of coal over here. We have tons of trees that we'll probably have to clear out. And then we've got a skeletal bit of rail here, like a kind of a defunct railway here with some remnants laying around that probably is going to serve as a guide for us. Here we've got a trading post already built. Let's see, was that in the victory conditions? I guess not. We just have to use it. Right? So we're going to produce some products at this trading post. Not sure why it's way over here, but it takes, let's see, this is interesting. It takes a ward, which is a enchanted metal rod thought to keep away bad fortune. So that is produced at the trading post, and it takes it as an input. We've got the magic cloak. We've got gold ingots, which are produced at the forge. So we're going to have to mine gold ore. We haven't done that yet. And let's just look at the recipes here. Okay, trade is a recipe. So that's different. That gets us elixir. Available recipes, trade. Okay, bring in these guys that we just saw, and it's going to produce elixir for us. That's one of the victory conditions was the elixir, right? Yeah, we need 50 of those. And so we'll be making those over here. It looks like it's pretty much instantaneous. I don't see a little clock here telling me how long it's going to take. We've got some gold ore over here. What else do we have going on in this map? More gold ore, some iron, more gold, stone. All right. And this map doesn't look like we can expand it. We've got a trading post over here. And this one looks like it's already got a couple recipes selected. Trade and trade. So we'll have to see how this works, this trade stuff. It's a different looking recipe. If we bring jam to the trading post, they will give us antidote. And if we bring milk and health potion, which looks like, if we look at the, let's see, health potion. Okay, yeah, if we bring health potion, it says it's produced by the trading post. And so we may have to unlock some research in order to get the trading post to give us health potion. All right. So, yeah, we got to get a school going and paper production, get the research going. We've got another trading post down here. Let's see. This one's interesting. Let's see. This one, if I go into the recipes, we've got, it'll give me coal if I give them grain. So, grain is renewable for free. We don't really pay to renew our grain, it's just time. And after we put down the farm plot and plant the grain, that's pretty much renewable. Whereas the coal that they're going to give us, that we, once we exhaust the coal by manually harvesting it, once we drop a mine down, it costs us a red coin for every nugget of coal. So this looks like it's going to be a way of taking some grain and turning it into coal. We can turn fish into animal feed. Not sure why we would do that. Animal feed's pretty easy to produce, and I think it's easier to produce than the cooked fish, but we'll see what they have in mind maybe. Stone bricks for books. That's interesting. And the books work much like the paper for the school, but they're more efficient. One book will give us more research than a paper does. And we can make books from paper at, let's see, at the workshop. And then if we bring fruit juice, they'll give us iron for that. Interesting. So if I give fruit juice, we get iron plates. I do have a bunch of iron over here. But again, that fruit juice is probably renewable and doesn't cost us coins, whereas the iron plate does cost us coins if once we run out of the iron. We have a fair amount here. All right. All right. All right. So we have, like I said here, looks like they left us some little remnants of a rail line as maybe a hint for what we could do to leverage trains. And we'll probably be building stations along the way here too. All right. Why don't we jump in with getting the school and the paper and all of that going? Let's see. Let's see what we can build. Buildings. We can build the school. And again, we learned from last time, we can put the school pretty much anywhere. And so to me, it makes sense just to have that out of the way. Let's see. We've got a bunch of trees here. We've got tons of trees through here that we might want to kind of clear out. So maybe, let's see. We've got our base here. We've got our market there. And we'll kind of try and keep the houses in this area if we can. We've got some fish here too if we want to build a fishery and harvest those. But right now, I'm thinking about the school for the most part. And I'm thinking for the time being, I'm going to drop it maybe over near this little group of trees. And then once those are exhausted, we can build a forester in this area. Lumber mill to produce the paper. So let's do that. Let's start with the lumber mill. Boom. Buildings. Lumber mill. And let's put it right near these trees. Okay, boom. And let's have this guy start building us paper. We've got the recipe. I need to get water. Wow. Water's going to be a little bit of a challenge. But maybe I can just come down this way with some scaffolding. Let's see if we can get down here. Let's see. Let's just see if we can get creative with the scaffolding and build a little path. I don't have any stone bricks, so we're going to have to settle for dirt path here to get us started. All right. And then what we can do is, on second thought, why don't I just put a well down here? Workers, building. Let's just drop a well. About right. The well requires 25 stone, which I don't have yet. So let's go take care of that. Yeah, we've got some hilly terrain here for sure. Stone. How can I get stone into... Can I build a barn? Probably not. Barn. I do have enough to build a barn. Why don't I... Can I build one up here and just start harvesting some stone and wood? Let's do that for now and just get some workers getting us some stone here. Bringing it in. This barn. It looks like there's some stone sitting down here that I can collect. Just get rid of that. It's just kind of nuisance stone that's in our way. What are these apple trees that are being harvested, which is good. See if I can get a few more workers upgrading this house. I'm gonna drop a couple more workers right by these apple trees and just get our yellow coins going a little bit. So we're bringing in stone. We need that to get our well going. Buildings, well. All right, now we need planks. We got a lumber mill right here. Let's go ahead and drop a couple workers. Start harvesting some of this wood. And then we'll turn on the plank recipe. I need one more plank. I need one more plank to be able to build a barn up here for storage. So let's go ahead and just take this worker and say, take the planks all the way down to the storage, the base storage. And then maybe we can put a barn up here once that guy delivers that one plank. That'll give us 10. And we'll just take a look at the lay of the land here some more. While we're waiting on that, we've got potatoes. Plenty of iron. Some coal over there. But yeah, I want to get that school going and get paper going. All right, so we got the planks we need. Let's go ahead and build another barn here. And maybe we'll store some planks when that worker comes back. We'll have him, here he is. Let's have him just store some planks for us in the barn. Let's see if we can build that well yet. Buildings. Well, 10 planks, almost there. We've got 7, 9, and 10. All right, let's drop our well down there. We don't have pipes yet, so I don't think I have pipes yet. Let's just double check. Can I even turn those on? No, we don't have to load pipes yet. So let's drop a worker here to deliver water. Then we'll get our paper going. All right, and let's replace this worker. I'm just going to delete him out. I can't yet until I have wagon wheels. So we're right at the beginning. All right, so yeah, it's going to take a little while here. Let's get the school going. Buildings, let's see what that takes in terms of building. We need 20 planks. We've got 12. So that shouldn't take too long. So I think we've got planks going down here as well, but it's slow. Or do we? Where else do we have planks? We do not. Yeah, we do. We have planks here. And it looks like the output is nearly full. So let's drop a couple more workers and make this long trip until we can get wagons of bringing planks into the base. And let's check the input. Right now it's pretty full. As these guys start carrying planks back to the base, we may need to drop some more workers to harvest trees. All right. All right, we got 27 planks. Let's take a look at the school again. Really want to get that down and get this started. Boom. And let's turn on the research for farming. And again, we're going to have to go with workers until we get the wagons going. All right, there we go. So we have the school at least moving forward. I would kind of like to maximize this a bit more. Let's put another worker here taking the paper. Let's drop some path here just to speed that up for now a little bit. So we've got at least a little bit of research started. We're storing up some planks. I've got one more free worker left. Let's see if we can't upgrade a house at this point. Yep. And this one, let's upgrade that. And we need to think about getting stone bricks going here pretty soon. All right, looks like everybody's at level 2, unless I'm missing one. There we go. Okay, that gave us 11 workers to work with. So now we got to think about stone bricks. And we got a bunch of stone here. We might have room. We got a barn for storage. Maybe we can drop a stonemason up here. Let's see what that's going to take. Buildings. Stonemason. And we do have enough room. We're going to have to get creative with this later, probably with belts, but it looks like they're going to build scaffolding for us. All right, we're good there. Let's get this guy going on stone bricks. Looks like we have a new recipe here for polished stone. That'll come up later, maybe. So let's drop a couple of our newly acquired workers here to bring stone into the stonemason. And we'll drop another worker here to take those finished stone bricks and bring them into storage. And then once we get 20 planks, we want to think about upgrading this barn as well. So let's look at our plank situation. Fluid pipes. All right, so now we've got stone bricks being created and stored slowly. We've got, let's see, I'll be happy when I see it increment here on our inventory. Let's see, what's the issue? This worker, this barn. All right, what's the issue? Okay, we've got this barn is just filled up with stone. So he doesn't have any place to bring his stone brick because that's already full. Let's see, how can we balance this out a little better? I could upgrade the barn. Let's do that. And let's see, is there any way to filter some of these? How about we say, let's see. Let's see how this works. So maybe I have not used this feature, but it looks like maybe I'm reserving these 2 slots to only store stone bricks. However, it looks like the stone is still increasing here. So what if I just trash that? Let's see what happens. So doing a little bit of experimenting here. So now it looks like they are no longer filling up that part of the barn with stone. So I'm reserving off 2 slots here, or 200 spaces for the stone bricks. And it looks like the stone is filled up here. We probably have a couple workers sitting here. So let's have these guys take their stone over to the stone mason. And then maybe we'll keep 1 worker here just to make sure that we always have that stone filled up. And in fact, if we go into the barn, why don't we put those item filters on here as well and say half of this barn is going to be stone and half of the barn is going to be stone bricks. And we'll see how that goes. So that allows us to manage that inventory a little better. Okay, now we can see our stone bricks slowly increasing. We've got that covered. Let's see what's next. We've got 7 workers available. We need to produce some red coins, so we don't have that going. Let's take a look at our general store. We've got enough to build it, and it kind of makes sense to build these guys near each other. Let's see. But yeah, if I could get a 3-lane road in between, that would be great. So the footpaths, what does that cost us? That costs us wood. We've got plenty. Just trying to think through here if I lay out some road. So there we've got 3 road. Maybe I can bring this food market, move it over 1. So let's go to the move tool. Let's just move that guy over 1 if it will. Doesn't look like it will. I think it has to do with the terrain not being level. So what we could do, let's put some scaffolding down here. Let's just see. I'm just thinking here how. Let's do it. Let's grab the move tool. We can always change this around later. Now let's bring this guy over 1. Oops, right there. Okay. And then let's do this. Let's get rid of that scaffolding. Put 1 there. Let's put a couple ramps here. And that's going to allow the wagons and things later on, when we get a lot of traffic, they can actually access from this side or this side. And while we're at it, let's widen this road out. Come down that way. And drop dirt path for now. Eventually, we'll replace this with stone path. All right, we got our first research done. Not bad. We got our farm and the farm tile and the animal pasture. So that's all going to be helpful. We know about farms, so I'm just going to close that out. And let's get more research going. That's always going to be a priority. Keep this guy moving forward. So let's just click on the next one, animal pasture. We're good to go on that. Now that we have the farm, it kind of makes sense to drop a farm over here. I might do it on the far side. Let's do it. Just because right now, the food market I can see has a range of effect here, and I might want to save that for houses. I'm not sure how big the population is going to get on this one. So I'm going to think about putting a farm on this side of the grain. So we've got enough resource for that. And then maybe we process that grain out this way and then route it back to the food market. All right. How can we leverage as much of this as we can? That looks pretty good. We'll drop our farm there and we'll set it off. It looks like it's got grain as the main recipe which, by default. So we're good there. I guess it detected those tiles probably. So now we're producing grain. Can we do the mill? Let's find out. Buildings. Did I go right by it? Probably did. Yeah, there it is. Grain mill. Let's jump on that right out of the gate here. Just trying to see. I know that the farm is going to be able to spit out on a chute. So we're going to take advantage of that. And let's drop our grain mill there and let's set up our chutes. All right. Let me pick the recipe in the grain mill for flour to get us started. And let's use chutes. There we go. There. All right. So then we got some grain being produced. That's all good. We're going to want to get that to the food market. Still don't have wagons, so it's going to be really slow until I get these wagon wheels. So that's going to be probably the next thing we look at is the workshop. But we're going to have to make do with what we have for now. How about we just take a couple workers? This is very temporary. We'll have 2 workers taking this flour to the food market. I could, let's see, how much wood do I have? 234. I could try and build some scaffolding. Although these take planks and just build a road straight through here. Let's give it a shot just for the heck of it. Let's see if we can do that. And I don't know that I can drag. It looks like I can just drag these. Very cool. And then let's put a path down along here. And hopefully our guys will start using that path. In fact, I might even want to make this one too wide. Yeah, because they're going to, well, 2 of those guys can go, but I know they're not going to be able to do it later. What am I doing on planks? I got 37 planks. Let's see if I don't widen this up right now. Let's see, does that need it? Doesn't look like it. Let's see. There we go. Oops. All right, and we'll drop the path on here. That's just the start of our little road that we'll have later. And that's going to help produce some more yellow coins for us, which which we're going to obviously need. Now we need to think about red coins and wagon wheels and the workshop. So we want carts. So can we do the workshop? We can. Where do we want the workshop? We can move that guy. Let's see, anywhere. We've got, got this lumber mill producing paper. We're gonna need planks for. We're gonna need planks for those wagon wheels. Let's set up this storage. No, wagon wheels over here. Let's see. We have gold we're going to be harvesting later. Well, let's see. Let's wrap this first episode up. We've got an interesting map here. We're at square one again, so we've got to get all our basics taken care of with yellow coin production and grain and being able to produce wagon wheels so we can eventually have wagons, etc., etc., etc. And then we got some new things to look forward to, which is the rail carts and using these trading posts and things. But we do have to climb that research tree. That's why I wanted to get that school going. So we've got some of that working. It's slow right now, but we'll be able to beef this up as we get more workers and get those wagon wheels and get the wagons going. But I think we've got a pretty good start. We know the lay of the land. We know our victory conditions. Looks like we're going to be using some scaffolding and maybe make heavier use of our conveyor belts in this one, just due to the terrain. But yeah, let's leave it here. Thanks for watching this episode and starting this journey with me. So we'll meet up in the next one, the next episode. And we'll plow through campaign 4 here and see how fast we can get through it. I'm going to sign off here and say thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.